I don't know where this came from. I don't know who came up with this. Don't know why anybody would even promote this, but let me see if I can disabuse you of this lunacy. Barack Obama controls nothing. Barack Obama is not a part of this iteration of the shadow government. Barack Obama controls nothing, will be a part of nothing, is a part of nothing, is a great and glorious and wonderful vestige and relic of a time gone by. The Democratic Party that has no relevance anymore, with goals and aspirations and designs and thoughts. It's another world. As far as Michelle, former First Lady, she will never be the nominee for anything. She will never be anything other than what she wants to be, the next Oprah, the next beloved rock star, influencer, movie star, personality. She's had it. Who can blame her? And I say this not disparagingly. I say this accurately. Let me stop right there. Let me let you play with that for a moment. And let me remind you that it is critical for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos, which we thank you so much for doing. And also, keep in mind the following. Our sponsor at preparewithlionel.com. Prepare for what? Prepare for food disasters, food emergencies. Let me explain something to you, my friend. Listen to me. You know and I know that sooner than later, there will be some catastrophic food emergency. Not that there won't be any food in the world. Not that there won't be any more barley or wheat or livestock or meat. Or no, it will exist. No, some, comet won't come and destroy that. Oh, no. But stores will be closed. Where you get said food, that will be interrupted. Guaranteed, positive. Now, what will cause this? Name it. Use your imagination. Weather, flood, snow, fires, more fires, brush fires, wildfires, tsunamis, locust plagues. I have no idea. We've seen everything. Preparewithlionel.com. Here's what you do. Right now, take advantage of this deal. Don't know how long it lasts. $200 you can save off of a 3-month emergency food kit. And this is what you need per person, per household. 25-year shelf life, 21 varieties of every kind of food you can imagine. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks. In 6 buckets, 120 pounds of food. 6 buckets, basically water resistant, sealed perfectly, modularly stacked for your architectural amusement. Preparewithlionel.com. They are simply the best. My Patriot Supply is the best. And people are taking advantage of this. Sadly, it's a good thing because it's a great product, but sadly because people recognize what you recognize. Food emergencies will be here. Preparewithlionel.com. Do it now. Now let's talk about something. I don't have anything against Obama. I really don't. In another video, I will discuss why there's all of this negative stuff of, sexual hijinks and, drug use and from the past. Who's dusting this off and why and how and why now? We'll talk about that later. But for the time being, the Barack Obama that you knew and loved then does not exist anymore. That worldview doesn't exist. Do you remember years ago? It was when the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, provided for the placement of police vehicles and the likes, police equipment, police these MRAPs, these really hard, these very big, almost like military sized vehicles that would destroy streets. And they were giving them to local police. It was the hyper-militarization of police. What do we do now? Now it's defunding, reimagining. It was a different world then. It was a different world. It's Barack Obama is not a part of this woke, whatever this is. Absolutely not. Now, when it comes to the African American contingent, this is, as you will find in this election, a very, very proud and a very, very demonstratively assertive group of folks who are absolutely, positively more conservative and more adherence to classical family traditional values, black, white, whatever it is. So he's the wrong person, wrong time. Do you think he is in any way a part of this Biden lunacy? Do you think he's a part of this Rachel Levine transnational, transgender, transitional, whatever this world we live in with puberty blockers and gender reassignment and weird lawsuits, and having the Department of Justice tell parents that they can't say? I mean, say what you want about Obama, but do you think he would have been a part of something that says, yes, we're going to send in, we're going to have this wishy-washy milquetoast AG come in and basically threaten parents who dare to speak on behalf of their parents, of their kids? No. Do you really think so? Do you? No. It's his was another world, another time. It was a different time, a different. Barack Obama looks like Reagan compared to these people now. He doesn't fit in. They don't want him. And as far as Michelle goes, let me explain something. Michelle, very talented, educated, enjoys her life being Michelle. You know what told me, what showed me it? It was either that HBO or whatever this was, where they just followed her around. Remember her books? Being Michelle, being myself. She loves being herself, loves following her around, going to the gym. This is my workout music. This is what you love me. Remember the arms, remember her arms, what they call them, her guns. And I mean, it was just, I mean, she loved that. Now she's on Martha's Vineyard. She can be the hostess. She can be loved. She can do her Audible stuff. She can do whatever she wants to do. 8 years she was in that tomb called the White House. She did her time. She's not going to go do rubber chicken dinners and have to deal with this nonsense. No. And not only that, they are vicious to her. Vicious. You know what I'm talking about. Vicious. Nobody wants to subject themselves. That's not going to happen. But they keep saying it. And I don't know why. And the reason why people are saying it is because different momentums of information come about and they pick up speed for reasons I will never understand. And then one person says it, and another person says it, and then another person says it. And then pretty soon, I don't know why, but there's this pattern where people just start saying things. She's not going to ever want, nobody, she doesn't fit in. That's not her thing. She's going to have to sell this. The Democratic is going to be Gavin Newsom. That's where they're going. That's where they're headed. It's a new Democratic Party. It's a new Democratic Party, and Barack wants to do his thing. And yes, he'll be the elder statesman, but he has been the messenger. He has followed through with exactly what the then version of the shadow government told him to do. He did whatever they told him to do, whatever it was. Whatever. Just name it. Remember that bin Laden, that phony baloney bin Laden death scene where they whacked him, and there was a scene from the Situation Room, and then Leon Panetta said later on, nah, it never happened. There was the helmet cam went dark and that never happened. I mean, he just never fit. Like towards the end of it, no, he did his thing. He was great. He was a dutiful, absolute great soldier, did precisely what he was asked to do, withstood a lot of stuff. When they went through the whole birther business and the whole this stuff, he's had enough. He should be paying attention to his kids, making sure they're okay. They need, I mean, they're adults, but he's done his time for his country, for his party. He's doing great. He does the last thing he ever wants to go through. Now, this vicious, horrible, terrible. He wants to go against the likes of Trump and the Trump. No, it's a different time. It doesn't fit. That Democratic Party does not exist anymore. And to show him, to remind him, I'll give you a little hint of the other video coming up, to show him what they're talking about. All of a sudden, they're releasing things that have been said and wondered and whispered about him for years. About his sexuality, letters from his girlfriends. I mean, where did this come from? They're sending him a message. I'll tell you about that later. I'll explain that to you. But for the time being, do yourself a favor. Remember, it's Gavin Newsom. It's not. Look, Barack Obama will always be there to send the message, but he doesn't have his mojo anymore. He doesn't draw a crowd like he used to anymore. It's not the same. His perspective, his worldview doesn't even apply anymore. It's not the same Barack. It's not the same time. It's a different world. He did his time. He's over. So stop with this nonsense about him. I'm behind the scenes and I'm controlling. He's not controlling anything. And Michelle Obama is going to be the nominee of nothing. Nothing. Now, remember one more thing. I want you to go to preparewithlionel.com. This is a great deal. I don't know how long this lasts. And I'm not just saying this because, tell them that we don't know how long. No, these don't last forever. $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. These things are selling like emergency food kits by virtue of what's happening right now in our world. So thank you, my friend. Have a great and glorious day. Please do me a favor. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, I ask, beseech, import June, and request that you comment. Comment as you see fit.